It's not the gentle quiet of a calm morning, nor the sacred stillness of a meditating mind. No, it's the heavy, hollow silence of someone who has suffered too much for too long. It's the stillness of someone who has seen too much, felt too much, and carried too much alone. It's the silence of a soul that no longer screams for help, because it learned long ago that no one truly listens. A silence that doesn't beg to be noticed, but quietly hopes to be understood. You can feel it in people who seem calm on the outside, but hold a storm just behind their eyes. They're not cold, they're careful. They're not emotionless, they're exhausted. Because once you've had your heart mishandled, you learn to protect it, sometimes a little too well. You build walls not to keep others out, but to keep yourself from falling apart. Carl Jung once said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." The wounds we don't face don't disappear. They evolve. They become our tone, our tension, our triggers. We shut down not to be difficult, but because opening up has cost us dearly in the past. Some of us wear smiles like armor. We've mastered the art of saying, "I'm fine," while bleeding silently inside. And no, it's not fake. It's survival. It's the mask that helped us keep going when everything around us was falling apart. Jung called it the persona, the version of ourselves we wear in public. But beneath that mask, there's a real face, a fragile, honest, raw self waiting to feel safe again. People who've been deeply hurt don't just become guarded. They create entire inner worlds to escape into. Places inside where they retreat when the outside becomes too loud, too sharp, too unpredictable. You might think they're distant, but the truth is they're scanning, they're watching. Because the last time they trusted too soon, they paid with pieces of themselves. And now, they listen to energy more than words. They notice the subtle inconsistencies. They hear what's missing behind "I'm fine." They feel it in their body when something isn't safe. This isn't paranoia. It's wisdom paid for in heartbreak. And the world often praises them. So independent, so strong, so put together. But no one sees the cost. No one sees the moments of quiet collapse, the silent overthinking, the invisible wounds from promises that were broken without explanation. Some of us become caretakers, not because we have too much love to give, but because we're terrified of being a burden. We heal others so we can avoid looking at our own pain. Some become perfectionists, not for praise, but because control on the outside feels like the only thing we have when chaos lives inside. Some vanish emotionally. You talk to them, but they're not really there. Dissociation isn't weakness. It's the intelligence of a mind trying to survive when the body couldn't run. So what do we do with this? We stop judging. We start witnessing, stop asking, "What's wrong with me?" and start asking, "What am I still carrying?" Jung didn't give us easy answers. He gave us language, a way to name the shadows, a way to trace the map back to ourselves. He showed us that our triggers are messages, our fears are markers, and our pain is not a curse. It's a doorway. So if you've been moving through the world with one hand always ready to protect yourself, if love feels more like a test than a home, if your body tenses before your mind can explain why, you're not broken. You're a survivor, a story wrapped in silence, a soul that remembers too much, and still shows up anyway. So be gentle with yourself. Not everything that hurts needs to be fixed. Some things just need to be held with tenderness, with understanding, with time, and maybe, just maybe, the silence in your soul isn't emptiness, but a seed waiting for the right moment to bloom.